Someone's dropped a turnip. Right. Right. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a game called Overtime. Oh, man. I feel like I'm in a cutscene from Lego Island. Hello, incoming call, press E to answer telephone. Hi there, this is Gary from Internals. From my intestines? Right, I didn't know I had a Gary down there, but they do seem to get everywhere, don't they? I'm calling to remind you of your meeting in 15 minutes. It's nothing bad, I promise, just a little chat. But don't be late, alright? Indeed. Are you there? I don't know, I can't say anything. I can say yes, I can say no, or I can be like the Dark Brotherhood and remain silent. I've forgotten how to speak. Hello? Ah, shoot. Must have missed them. Yeah, I just popped off to the John. Definitely. Call end. Yes, please. Immediately and post-haste. Right, so this is a little game. Supposedly a little horror game about, well, work and having a job. A horror I have not had the good fortune to understand. Never mind about my failures. Let's just focus on the fact that I have some glasses that are so thick that might explain why the world is so fuzzy without them. Right then, stock image of people doing things. Mandated by HR. Why does that not surprise me in the slightest? Can I drink my coffee before we go? No, but I can zoom in a little bit. What does it say? I don't know what it says. T-click. To... maybe a password of some kind? I have nail baldies. Right then, underneath my big flapping pie hole it says tasks. Main task, attend the meeting. And I can press this to go on and off. Hello, who are you? You are Michael. I wish to press C. Michael with a C. As opposed to Michael with an omega. Hello, Michael with a C. Maybe this bar graph's upside down. Maybe if we look at this chart upside down, it will make sense. Maybe it will. Just a thought. Excuse me. No, I don't think it will. Alright then. Maybe they're designing it for our Australian clientele. I have nail baldies. Alright. Yeah, I don't know very much about this apart from the fact that it's meant to be a little bit scary, and presumably meant to be a little bit silly, given that it's about a, industrial toaster. When you need some construction bread toasted. Hello, you seem to like you have your bum glued to the chair, which is most unfortunate. Hello, Derek. Please stop staring into my eyes. Have you ever tried this stuff? I never have time for lunch, and the boss suggests that I give this new smart food replacement a go. Oh, this looks great. I have to go now. Leave. Smells awesome. Pass me a spoonful of that stuff. That looks like a can of dog food. What? No, it's just branding. Like dogs are like healthy, running around and stuff. Anyway, it's just branding. It's dear, we're so screwed. We're so screwed. It's dog food, isn't it? Yeah. Dry version. I don't think it would be any better if it were wet. Alright then. I don't know if there's anyone else. Can I steal somebody else's crunch chips? It seems. Presumably not. Alright, I should probably stop dallying. Even though we are 15 minutes early for our meeting. Ooh! Look at you doing mischief and somehow playing 2 games at the same time, which is quite impressive. I should perhaps leave you to your business, given that you're probably some sort of intern and don't know where my meeting is supposedly being conducted. Anyway, can I read someone's emails? I don't know. This seems like a form, not an email address. Alright. Talk to Spreadsheet Man. Hello, Spreadsheet Man. I could simply look at spreadsheets all day. And I do! What a delightful little life. It's depressing. It's depressing that that's the reality of some people's existence. Right then, is this where we go to boss's office? You reach to pull the door open, but no matter how hard you pull, it stays shut. There is no response from the figure inside. Recognize this probably means you aren't meant to go in or keep trying. I am nothing if not persistence. Still no response. Keep trying. Yes, please. Still no response. Keep trying. Yes, please. Still no response. Yeah, I mean, this is how you succeed in the corporate world, isn't it? You just bang your head against the wall until eventually you win via the numbers game. Fine, I'll give up. Alright, perhaps that's not where I meant to go then. Perhaps it's not that meeting room I meant to go in, and I meant to go down here for somewhere else. Maybe I should just catapult myself down the escalator and run away. What have we here? Community board. My dog. Slightly overweight. The Clam Club. A car which... $2,000 only. Grateful first-time buyer. If they're so first-time they haven't even bought any eyes yet and they can't see what's going on. Right then. Presumably this is all very hilarious. Alright. You guy on break. Best to not disturb them. They don't seem to be doing a great deal. I'm pretty sure they could survive being disturbed. But never mind. Alright. We don't have an industrial microwave. We only have a regular one, which is a bit of a shame. But alright. Is it time to go home yet? No, it's not even noon. We're not even halfway through this infernal day yet. Alright. Can I, call the escalator, please? Not escalator. I meant elevator. Escalator is the staircasey one. Doesn't seem like I can go through here. The elevator seems to be broken. We must be in the SCP site. Attend meeting on floor G1. Logistics and internals. Alrighty then. Let's... I love how the designations of the floors aren't actually on any of the individual floors. They're just written in that kind of limbo in between the two. Alrighty then. Let us go into the logistics and see what sort of things we have to do. Probably have to schedule some trucks and that sort of thing. Alright then. The community board seems a little different. It has a picture of a man. A picture of a man who I think played that character in the IT Crowd, unless I am mistaken. But I possibly am. These offices really are all the same. Still, where is everyone? Are they all on break? I doubt it. I can't possibly imagine corporate would actually permit people to go on break. That seems ridiculous. Alright. Let us see what we can... This is where the meeting was meant to be, and not up there. I sincerely apologise. There's nobody here. Did I get to the time? I have been dilly-dallying for a significantly longer period of time than I have any right to, so perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. There was a period in movies, I don't know, maybe it's still going on, I don't know, where if you wanted to depict heaven, you just had everything as sheer white. I feel like this is the meeting room of heaven, where you sit down and you have a chat about exactly how many naughtinesses you have done. I must check the time. Alright. Giddy odds. I have a little chat at the infinitely white desk to decide exactly which circle of hell you're going to. You're right on time. Indeed I am. Oh goodness. Somebody might have slightly died. That's my... Oh, you can see you can see the question mark if nothing else. I could have sworn I saw. Must be the stress getting to me, or something like that. I better go back to my office quickly and have a coffee. That seems perfectly sensible. Or possibly catapult myself out of a window or down an escalator. What? Yes, I know. You said this earlier, mate. I know I have a poor memory, but, you know, it's not that bad. I can remember what happened 5 seconds ago. Alright. Return to your office and do question marks. It says, hello again. Woman on break. Hello, I'm on break. I know, that's what your name is. If you need something, I'll be back at my desk in 15. Oh, sorry. You're not even by an apartment. I haven't got a clue who you are. It's been a little hectic recently, hasn't it always? Particularly when all the staff look like the same person. I'm going to remain silent, like the listener from the Dark Brotherhood. Alright, let's go back into admin and Mark. Where did she go? There's that strange feeling again. Return to your office, I suppose. I was going to say I feel vaguely safe there, but no, of course I don't. I'd also emphasise the fact that I don't have an office. I have a cubicle, as the task is now stating. Return to your cubicle. Idiot. If you work in a place that's named after a public toilet, then as far as I'm concerned, your life has literally ended up down the public toilet. I also don't remember which one was mine, which is going to make this a little difficult. It didn't have one like that, and I think it was on this side. Good to see the sun's going down. That might mean it's time to leave eventually. Suddenly it's getting quieter as I walk over that way, so... Here we are, this one was mine, I remember now. Hello? Oh, finally, I've been trying to reach you for hours. Who is this? This is Gary from Internals. What is internal? Surely everything is internal, otherwise it's Otherwise it's not part of our business. I'm calling you about your disciplinary meeting that you didn't show up for. Despite me calling you beforehand multiple times. I don't remember calling you once, and you didn't actually get through to me, remember? It's not a good look, you understand. I went to the meeting, but nobody was there. I've been sitting at my desk the whole time waiting for you. There is no excuses. I'm sorry, you're a good guy, but it has been one thing after another with you, and thus we're going to throw you out a window. Seems most likely. I'm going to have to ask you to head up to HR right now. He hung up. Something isn't right. Yeah, because we've already had very good impressions of HR judging off of this. Alright then. Let us head up to the old human resource department and see if they want to relocate my human resources somewhere else, by which I mean dismember me limb from limb and then hung, draw and quarter me. You and that Josiah have gone too far this time. One day someone's gonna get hurt. What do you is this still about the USB prank where we accidentally shoved a USB stick up your bum? He seems to be ignoring you. There is a slight nervousness to him. He's probably taken a leaf out of my book and a page even, and started remaining silent in these situations. The door is jammed. You need to play less video games and get more sleep, my friend. Hello? Where are you headed? Couldn't be less of your business. I have to go to HR meeting. Oh, I'm in big trouble. You have been doing something they're not supposed to be doing? Probably. Well, you know, playing video games instead of getting a job. I'm just messing with you. Better get going. I don't really want to turn around and present my vulnerable backside to you, but alright. I can't even go. That's right. Alright, there we go. Just thank you. I would like to leave post-haste if that's alright with you. Alright. On floor G+2 it says. This is finance and accounts. This is where you go if you've done far too many exams. And if we head up here, what have we got on here? Here we have the boardroom. Emergency access only. Oh. The boardroom that we only have meetings in during absolute emergencies, presumably when the executives want to get together in order to decide whether they can afford to have the building evacuated and what exact impact that's going to have on our revenue stream over the next fiscal quarter. Oh, goodness. At least we're getting into the little bit more horror gamey bit. Convenient flashlight, I say. How very convenient indeed. Alrighty then. Let's see what scary people we can find. I don't know about human resources, but they're not very good with their architectural resources, are they? Because they've been wasting them massively with all of this wasted space. Strange office door. It won't budge, mainly because it's all squiffy. Alright. Said they weren't good at geography. Can I sprint? I can, a little bit. I can go down into that dark corridor of abyss. Or a locked office door. Looks like something is blocking it. Perhaps I can open it from the other side and use it to escape if I need to run away from the big chomping jaws of some HR person that proceeded to murder the poor souls whose body we're about to see over here. Hi, how are you? We all seem very casually dressed for working in an office, but alright. Who are you? Oh, it's Josiah again. Hello, Josiah. Well, this is awkward. It's a bit, yeah. Maybe after I said I was coming up to HR, you should have, had snack time later. You weren't meant to see all of this. Oh dear, now you're going to kill me to keep me quiet, aren't you? I figure you can guess where this is going now. Get out. Except for some stupid reason I didn't prepare myself to run away. Oh no, don't make me start again. No! Oh, hang on. Hello. Oh! There you are. I thought... Your phone's been going off for like 5 minutes. I took it off the receiver so it'd stop. I hope that's alright. You could have unplugged it. You were totally out of it. Sleeping on the job? I had this really strange dream and you weren't a part of it. Yeah, and you were in it, you crazy person. Oh. Wow. And other such noises. That's cool. That's cool. You were doing some freaky stuff in this stream, you know. We should catch up later. Don't you have a meeting with Gary in 15 minutes or something? Oh, that's still going on. I haven't escaped. I haven't escaped that fate, it seems. Can I stand up? If my bum isn't still glued to the office chair. Oh, that is it! Goodness! That is all of that. There's only one other thing that I wanted to see. Very quickly. I didn't realise this was a demo. I actually thought this was a full thing. The first thing I wanted to see is I know I want to play the game. Is this going to continue to be here the entire time? Because that seems like a bit of QA has been, you know, missed here. What happens if I say different things to him? Shame you can't skip this, really, or sort of speed it up a little bit. That would be nice. I also want to head down the staircase and see if there are exactly how far you can go. Are you there? No, I'm not. I have left about an hour ago. I get it. It is a little Halloween. I didn't realise it was Halloween, but alright. I mean, it isn't. It's the middle of March, for crying out loud. I don't know if you got the memo, but the tricks and shapes of a Halloween nature are banned this year on account of last year's pumpkin blaster incident. Well, when they're so plump and voluptuously around, you can't blame a man who's very pent up from his job for blasting a little bit, but never mind. I guess I can let that one slide, get it out of your system before the meeting. Very funny. Alright. I've taken up enough of your time. Don't be late. Goodbye. Alright, yes, the call is ended. Alright, so we've been slightly more communicative that time. Yeah, I just want to see, can I go downstairs immediately, or do I have to go to my boss's office? Presumably, because that's not the correct office, it will let me go straight through here, that I could go upstairs for the meeting. Yes, indeed. What were the other floors called? Were there anything else, any other little hilarities with which we could enjoy? There was archive and storage. Can I go in here, perhaps? Oh, I can't. Oh, that makes me very sad. Is there anything hidden under the stairs? There is. There's that turnip from the beginning of the game. What's up with the turnip? I don't know. I don't seem to be able to... I zoom in on that. Other than that, I'm not entirely sure what I can do with this great big turnip. Other than replace my brain with it, because goodness knows my head seems to well accommodate a turnip for the past 20 years. Alright, well there's a turnip there. I don't know what you're supposed to do with that. I seem to have gotten my head slightly stuck on the stairs, but never mind. Yeah, I rather like this. You know, it's simple. It's a little bit silly, but it sort of executes it relatively well with without getting too sort of demonic or any other kind of sort of less realistic horror. I feel like if you're going to do an office horror game, it has to be a sort of a human type of horror. We do have an emergency, a turnip-related emergency. Can I go into the boardroom? No, I can't. We cannot have a meeting with the shareholders about the turnips, which is a shame, but never mind. That was overtime, or the demo rather, for it. Thank you for your interest in our company. I think I've already applied and failed miserably in that endeavour if I'm hearing those words, and goodness knows I hear them often. Dear applicant, your application has been accepted. You are invited to a week-long unpaid internship that will expand your personal career journey. Many of our employees get stressed or tired sometimes. It will be your task to anticipate their needs and help them out. After your first week, we will discuss the possibility of a permanent position within our corporate family. See you on Monday from Mr. Inky, Mr. Blinky, Mr. Pinky, and Mr. Clyde. Right then. So, yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a game called Thank You for Your Interest, which seems to involve running around an office, grabbing cups of coffee and throwing them at people as best I can understand. How do I, continue and progress and begin with my job? Right then. This person does not seem very happy about life. Frankly, I can't much say that I blame them. I'm not enormously happy about all the wasted space in this place, but never mind. Here is my clock that will inevitably tell me when it's time to go home, and goodness knows it isn't time yet. There's a piece of paper here. May I have this? Yes. I'm not doing nothing, but for some reason I'm on an ice skating rink. Alright, do you need this piece of paper?
Let's deep dive into a brainstorm session. Really get on the same.
Do you need a piece of paper? Oh. Thank you for your interest in our company. We've decided to take a different direction with respect to our hiring choices. The work you have done is appreciated, but you walked around for a couple of seconds, but we found talents of other candidates to be a better fit for our corporate family. We hope you understand this decision and we keep lush in your career endeavours. I keep hearing that, and it drives me mad every day. Alright, so I need to run, except I don't seem to be able to run. At least pressing shift isn't doing anything. So, there's papers. Who do I give the papers to? Do I give the papers to the yellow person as opposed to the blue person? Presumably the individual colours indicate different needs and requirements of various different folks. Do you need this piece of paper? Yes, you do. Alright, so we've sorted them out then. Aha! The floating coffee cup of destiny. This will undoubtedly sort out the problems that our blue friend is having. As much as I'm familiar with the blues, I can't say that I'm very familiar with the use of coffee to correct that problem. Alright, there's another blue person there. They've got their head down, interestingly, as opposed to the yellow person who had their head up. I can't give a piece of paper to you, can I? No, okay, so a piece of paper is definitely needed for a yellow person, not for a blue person. Alright, we have learned something! We have understood. Oh, I saw a splash of yellow there for a second, and that kitty. Were they always doing that? I don't think they was always doing that. I find that a little creepy. I also find it a bit weird that I'm so short in this place. In that, you know, I'm the same height as they are when they're sitting down. I appreciate they're on high chairs and all, but still.
Let's monetize our assets through client-centric solutions. There's no I in team. Put a pin in
Yeah, and there's no point in your ridiculous catchphrases, but you know, that's just corporate for you. Alright, never mind any of that. We need to find more coffee. We need to invest in a coffee machine, I think, except I can't find one anywhere. Oh, there are multiple sorts of supervisors going on. He seems to be very cross about me. Oh dear, I've been bad. I've been bad! I'm trying, I can't find any coffee to throw at people. There's a big key here. Ooh. This might come in handy for stuff and things, and by stuff and things, I mean running the hell away from this crazy place. I did see a brown door. Oh, giddy on. Being chased by the Terminator. I did see a brown door right over there, just above that cubicle that you might be able to see. Okay, maybe I don't get fired if I don't actually get caught. As long as nobody sees me up to mischief and they can't catch me and kill me. Can I leave? Oh, you hid in the closet until the end of the day. Nobody noticed. Oh, is that quite it? Tuesday, 9 AM. Oh, we can continue. Excellent. Oh, I suppose I have to go through a whole week of this, do I? Oh dear. All right. There's no coffee over there. The coffee is the thing that I'm struggling with, because there's lots of printing machines. So why these people are so lazy they can't get up and get their own printing is beyond me. But never mind. I can deal with the printouts. It's the coffee that I'm struggling with at the moment. For I am finding it a little difficult to find the old caffeine fix. It hasn't appeared now, has it? No, because that's the only place we've seen any coffee, and it doesn't seem to respawn there, which is causing me difficulties. Now, are these guys sort of naturally aggressive? No, I don't want to hear anything about your arse, mate, or your assets. Yes, you need more coffee, but I just can't... Oh, okay, here's some coffee, here's some coffee. So, am I actually meant to do work, or am I just meant to hide? Are there like two different ways of winning this game? Either the... what you could describe as the cowardly way, but I would probably describe it as the sensible way of winning this, which is just to hide, or you can try and help people out. I don't know. Kitty yards. Tell you what this reminds me of. This reminds me of the Borg. Kitty yard. This reminds me of the Borg with all of their identical drones that are just sitting in their little alcoves, working on their own little projects, as all part of the big machine rather than actually being, you know, unique individuals. Could you stop doing that? Do you have a cup of coffee I could steal? No, you don't. That's interesting. We found a lounge of some kind. That's good. And more levitating stimulants. How unparalleledly excellent. Alright, we can give this to another person who is in requirement of coffee, and then we'll go and have a look and see what we can find in there. There must be some more people here somewhere. You're the wrong type of person. You're the wrong type of person! I don't like you very much. I need a better type of person, if you don't mind, if that's not too dreadfully discriminatory of me to say. Is there nobody around here that wants a cup of coffee? How come when I don't have a cup of coffee, everyone in the world wants a cup of coffee? And when I've got a cup of coffee, nobody in the world wants a cup of coffee? I am feeling very confused. I need to get a lot of printouts, but I can't find anybody to give this frickin' cup to. Not to mention I also can't find any more printers. This is ridiculous. I need like a map. Here we go. There we are. There we are. That's a little better, because that guy was getting hopping mad. So he was. But then I... idiot.
Let's monetize our assets.
Then he got slightly less cross at me when I sorted that out. So is the key like in a randomised place each time? I don't know, there's another cup of coffee here. Not strictly sure that I want another cup of coffee, but until I find another printing machine, there's not an awful lot else I can do with my life. So, at least I'm, at least I can hear spooky noises. At least I can, at least I can get a bit of exercise, if nothing else. That's the closest thing to a reward I can find in this place. Is there anything around here? There is not. There is just some strangely positioned screens, and the whole ice rink thing has started again. Like that weird red brick from some of the early Lego games. Oh gosh, I wish you lot would stop staring at me. I also wish the cat would hold on to its horses for 5 minutes before asking to be let out, because I kind of need to get this sorted out before somebody comes along and murders me. Oh, come on. Why does nobody want any coffee? This is ridiculous. What's in here? Nothing. We have been in here previously. Oh dear, and there's no more printing machines anywhere. This is most frustrating. Anything in here? Oh, there's the key. There's the key. Except I can't pick it up because I've got this silly cup. Oh, idiot. I'll drink it if I have to. I just need to get rid of this accursed thing so I can go and get the key. I'm beginning to wonder now whether you actually can't sort of finish the day by just doing jobs. You actually have to find the key in order to escape. So there must be another coffee drinker somewhere. I will let you out in a minute, Bib, I promise. I absolutely promise. I just need to find somebody to give this cup of coffee to, and then I'll sort you out. Idiot. This reminds me of another Office game I played some time ago that I forget the name of. I will let you out in a minute, Bib, I absolutely promise. I just have to finish my internship first. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. The dangers of working from home. Interruptions by Pussycat. Oh gosh. If he catches me. If he catches me. Thank goodness for that. Alright. There's a piece of paper here. I probably shouldn't do this, because this is, like, unnecessary, but I'm going to get this piece of paper, just so that I can give this to the next yellow person I see. And, that might stave off the supervisor for a while we attempt to find that,
We're really a family here.
Yeah, and just like family, oh, Kitty-on, it's necessary for me to interact with you even though I don't enjoy it. Here's another yellow person. Okay, good. This should stave them off long enough for me to get the key and get the heck out of here. Now, where under the sun did I leave the key? I think it was behind a desk, wasn't it, somewhere? Was it in here? No, this was that weird boardroom thing. It must have been in one of these buildings. And by buildings, I mean rooms. Back here, perhaps? Hooray! Okay, good. Kids, not that way. We're not going that way. Where's the door? I see it not. I'm too short. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I guess they do say you need to get work experience when you're very young, so possibly I'm only about 6. Judging by my, vertical attributes. Alright, let's go in here, hide in the cupboard for a little bit longer, and then I'll let the cat out, and then we'll have a go at Wednesday. Kitty, I do wish people would stop staring at me. I really wish people would stop staring at me. But never mind. Hooray! I'll let the cat out now. Come on. Come on. Hurry, hurry, hurry. The corporate machine waits for no man and certainly waits for no cat. Have I been fired yet? Hopefully not. Right. Let me arrange my blanket back over my knees, for I am old and cold. Wednesday. Ugh, dear. I do hope this work day is going to finish on Friday. But knowing the corporate world, probably not. Okay. This is probably going to get harder and harder and harder as the days go by. But, we shall see what we can do. Alright, I'll spy the edges of a blue person. I do not, however, spy a cup of coffee with which I can throw in their face. But never mind. And now I'm being dragged off to the... I'm literally not doing anything with that. I am, yeah. Slowly being dragged off to the right. As if there's some sort of gravitational field that's, dragging me round, which is most bizarre and mysterious and frustrating. No, I refuse. Totally. I'm going on break. I only arrived here 5 seconds ago, but still, come on. Get on. Where are these people? It's so frustrating because the cubicles are arranged in a really competent fashion from the game design perspective, but on a really frustrating perspective for me, because I really need to be able to see easily people's individual colours, except I can't. That's very annoying. Most annoying indeed. Never mind. There usually are some coffee cups in these places. This seems like a slightly better place to search for coffee. There's a cup that has some pens in it. I don't really think people are going to want to drink ink, if I'm quite frank. So I'm going to have to keep looking. The problem is I think there's actually a limited number of like things, like items, like coffee cups and papers for you, which means I actually think it is impossible to continue to do this forever. There's not coffee in there. So what I think you have to do is just get enough done for either the key to spawn or for you to survive long enough to search for the key. One or the other. Okay, come on, there's got to be someone blue here. Do you know what I need is like a map? I need like a map that's sort of tied into a computer so that everyone has a button on there, so they can press their button to call me over, and I will I'll then know where they are and what they want and how to get to them. That would be efficient, but that would also require spending of money. We all know that corporate doesn't like spending money, like making money. Don't like spending it. Alright, there was another paper in that room where I found the coffee, and I think that was around this corner. So if I can get back in there, this is not the room that I was in earlier, but there is a coffee here. So I'm going to have to make use of this, because I can't really afford to be empty-handed for very long, especially if I can make my way back to the place where I began. Is there another paper in here? Yes, there is. Alright. I don't know where this is. The problem is this environment is all so samey by design. It's very difficult to know where you've been and where you haven't been and where you are in relation to everything else. Oh dear, that's a tricky corporate ladder to climb. Oh no, I'm being chased. I am being pursued by multiple supervisors. I'm having to kind of swing my way down the corridor like some sort of strange person in order to try and observe both sides of the aisle at the same time. Oh, come on, does nobody want a coffee? What in the sun just happened? I seem to get my thigh stuck on something. Never mind. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay, there's another coffee over here, or another coffee required. There's a paper here. Take this with me. There must be somebody around here that needs a printout. Does anyone need anything printed out? I am a printing out expert, so I am. I know how to plug a USB port into a computer in order to get it connected up to the printer. I mean, I don't actually, because all the printers I've ever used in my life are wireless ones, but that isn't the point. Another coffee drinker over there. I'm saying, oh, giddy aunt. These supervisors are getting really, really aggressive, and I don't appreciate it. I go to HR, but I don't even think I'm properly employed in this place, so I'm probably not allowed in there. Probably less of a human resource and more of just a slightly meaty resource, but never mind. Oh, giddy aunt. Alright, give me a moment. I shall see how much more of this I can get done before I inevitably keel over and die, essentially.
Let's monetize our assets through client-centric solutions.
Oh, stop it. Stop talking about business. Stop it. I don't want to hear about your business. I don't want to hear about your monetization. I don't want to hear about your assets. I don't want to hear about your portfolio weighting optimizations. I don't want to hear about your clientele-pleasing natures. I don't want to hear about your corporate culture. I don't want to hear about anything. I just want to go and hide in a dark room for a while. Indeed. Now it's Thursday. Huzzah! These office games always hit a little close to home. But never mind. Okay. The supervisors are getting a lot more aggressive every time. Like, there's this weird gravitational field. I must really like somebody in the office in that direction, presumably, because I am being dragged over there. It also means you walk more slowly when you're going in the opposite direction, which is going to be brilliant if someone's chasing me. I love going more slowly. It does mean I speed up massively. Oh, Kitty, I've literally only just arrived. Forgive me. I forget the layout of this place every day. Like, seriously, what is up with this ice rink thing? It is very, very frustrating. Alright, yesterday I found the key next to one of these potted plants, which was curious. Because it means it's not always just in a room. Would you kindly take this piece of paper and go away? Thank you. Seriously, what's up with the gravity in this place? Why is it so bizarre? I have no idea, I really don't. Maybe the building's toppling over, and we're kind of being dragged over to that side through gravity. I have no idea. Okay. Anything in here? There is a paper and a coffee in there. Okay, good. That room would be quite bountiful if I could make proper use of it. I don't know why they suddenly turn around like The Exorcist, but I really, really wish that they wouldn't. You know, if that's not terribly rude of me to say. Dearest employees who have been more fortunate than I am to actually get a paid position, here we go. Put that down your gullet and be grateful for it, you infernal little cog. Dear. I don't even feel like a tiny cog in a machine. I just feel like some kind of dead horse is being whipped at this point. This was not the correct room to be going into.
We'll circle back later. We must all efficiently optimize our strategies. Advance our market.
That was a bit scary. I didn't know if he was going to decide that I wasn't being productive enough. Oh, Kitty, and give me an annual review. By annual review, I mean 5-minutely review. I did see another paper-requiring person not far away, but it is so difficult to keep track of this place. Here's a person. Here we go. There we are. Okay, I need to be on the lookout for the key. I really do. Because I'm beginning to think that there might be like a fixed number of little jobs that you can do. Like, you know, there's like 5 people that need coffee and like 5 people that need papers. And then that's it. So if you sort everyone out, then there'll be no more jobs for you to do. I'll take this with me, I suppose. There'll be no more jobs for you to do when the managers come a-calling, as it were. So you really need to use your time productively to look for the key while you are doing your first few little jobs. Is it in here with the toilet? I don't know. Oh, it is in here with the toilet. Okay, right, that's good. Now we're just going to get rid of... We've got to get rid of this cup. We've also got to learn to speak the English language, which would probably be quite useful for working in this corporate environment. Alright. This day is nearly over. I've just got to find somebody blue. Just tell them some very sad stories, and then that'll sort it all out. Right, I found my coffee drinker, and I found the bathroom again with my key. You think I locked myself in the bathroom as well, but never mind. Okay, it's Friday, the final day. Okay, quickly, to work! To work looking for the key so that we can hide in the closet and leave it at that. Dear. Alright. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Okay, we're not playing that scene from Arkham City where Catwoman steals the key off the security guard's bum. We're not doing that, alright? Kitty, That's going to be really difficult, because if he turns on me...
Working hard or hardly working? Think outside.
Yeah, screw you. Yeah, I was thinking, because if you just ran after them, then if they decided you weren't doing enough work while you were chasing them, then you would, they would turn on you, and then you'd have to run away very quickly. So what I was thinking you'd have to do, which is exactly what I managed to pull off, I have no idea how, is, you'd want to get a piece of paper or coffee, give it to somebody, and then immediately run and, find a manager and steal it off their bum. So, this, it worked quite well. I have no idea how. Okay, I think I can see the door over there. I think I saw a sliver of brown amongst the sea of corporate grey. Oh, all managers have a key on them. Oh, that's kind. They can also phase through printing machines, which is not a trait that I realised was important in management, but maybe that's why I've been failing in all of my applications, because I don't have the ability to phase through a printer. Do I? No, I don't. That's why they're the manager, and I'm not. Did find it interesting, however, that all the managers have a key on them. It wasn't just one specific manager. It was very kind of fun. You've been hired! Congratulations! Your unpaid internship spent supplying our corporate family with their needed pick-me-ups and reports was exemplary. You have been chosen to be offered a great opportunity to grow in your personal career journey. If you would be so inclined, we are prepared to offer you 20% more than your expected pay. $8.70 an hour before taxes. Hooray. I mean, it's better than nothing, but it's still basically nothing. Well then, that was good. Who are the good people that made it? These are the good people that made it. Thank you, good people that made it. I appreciate that. So, that was quite fun. I like sort of silly office games, because I like these sort of human horrors, rather than the kind of fantastical horrors of sort of demons and werewolves and things. I feel like human horrors always hit a lot closer to home, and when you combine that with a little bit of comedy, and a little bit of satire when it comes to our daily lives in the office, I think that works quite nicely. So, that was silly, but I rather enjoyed that. So thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and good night.